back. Welcome back.
Which foods commit murder? Oh.
Which foods commit murder? That is an excellent question to start on. I'm going with nuts. I reckon they commit the most murders.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
What else are people allergic to?
Wheat. But it ain't got me yet.
Wheat, yeah. But that's quite uncommon to actually be that allergic to wheat.
I mean, celiacs and stuff, there's plenty of them.
Yeah, but it doesn't usually kill them.
Yeah.
Most food. Anyway.
Oh, candy canes? When you sharpen the point.
And to do the stabby stabs.
That's not the food, though. You have to eat all the candy off that.
Oh my god, yeah, in the Christmas episode, can Clary get 2 candy canes? You're brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of candy floss on a stick, not candy canes.
Yeah, no, candy canes are...
Sharpen them like with a screwdriver. Not a screwdriver, a pencil sharpener.
Just eat
I can
half
only
of it.
apologise for the state that I'm in this evening. Let's do a recap. I can read that off a page, probably. Last time, you guys finally arrived in the city of Rosenzen. Along the way, you were attacked by 3 giants. However, through a combination of spells and skillful driving, you were able to outrun them on the wagon, slowing them down enough that they gave up the chase. Arriving in Rosenzen, you ended up queuing for a while to get into the city before passing through the Mudgate and the surrounding slums. A large number of people seem to have recently arrived or be arriving in the city. Everyone entering the city was warned about a new curfew in place, although you weren't told why this curfew was in place. Unfortunately, Neo got singled out for his heritage and was given an additional warning not to start any trouble. The party then found their way to the Half Pint Inn and met up with Lady Genevieve, and were reunited with Hugo once more.
Oh.
Catching up on their respective adventures since they last saw each other, Genevieve had come to Rosenzen in search of people to find out what happened to the party, visiting both the Beast Claw, a branch of a monster hunting guild, and a paladin called Sir Brienne, one of the leaders of the paladins of Salathriel that are based in the city, and an old family friend of Genevieve. Steelfist Brian from the Beast Claw was still drawing up the contract, looking for members brave enough to take on an adult dragon, but Genevieve sent Arthur, her companion, to cancel that meeting. Brienne was unable to help at this time, as the paladins of Salathriel were greatly reduced after what happened to Lord Lupir, as well as several who had gone off on a different quest had not yet returned, although they were expected to have done so. Much drinking and celebrating happened that evening, but despite all the jubilation, the party still managed to take note of the strange goings-on between the bar staff that evening. Deciding to do no more than just watch and observe, taking no actions and not getting involved, everyone went to bed peacefully, they believed. In the morning, they were awoken to the shrieks of murder ringing through the inn. And that is where we begin, with you guys all waking up. In the inn, you can hear the sound of footsteps on boards as people start rushing around, and the shrieks and shouts echoing through the various halls.
From Stix's room, you just hear him shout, "Can we not have 5 fucking minutes?" He begrudgingly leaves his room and is like, "All right then." Walks around the way. Sees the dead body. Oh,
Okay, You guys
Fuck.
head down the stairs from your room towards the screams and the gathering crowd. You can see they all gathered around a singular door, and pushing your way through. As you push your way through the crowd, you catch a glimpse inside the room. Sprawled across the carpet, leaking dark red blood across the floor, is the mutilated body of Bally Balfrey.
Hold on, I must see who this one was. Hold on.
His familiar shaggy grey and black hair is pushed back and matted with blood, but his face has been caved in, repeatedly smashed by some blunt object. Lena is curled up against the wall, still wailing and sobbing. Damien Colwither is within the room, looking down over the corpse, his face ashen white.
Thank God he's the dead one.
Yeah, he was the guy who cheated, right?
Yep.
He was cheating.
He was the one that he found out was cheating on his wife.
He's the boss.
Problem solved. Let's go, guys. On to the next adventure.
Yeah.
Is
That's right. I mean, that's entirely up to you.
I mean,
are we the
Stix
police?
is like, okay, we better find the murderer. But if Stix wasn't like holy and shit, he'd just be like, yeah, cool. See you there.
It's entirely up to you guys, you know?
No,
Oh,
murderings.
Damien. Damien.
Damien looks around. He's sort of like, you can see he seems a little bit like dazed and confused by what he sees before him.
What's happening? What's happened here then?
As he looks around at your voice, he seems to sort of come to his senses a little bit, shaking himself. He starts to sort of walk back with his arms out, like trying to usher people out of the room. Like, go on, get back, all of you. You know, seen enough. Someone go fetch a guard or something.
I am a police person. I am the police.
Whoop, whoop, the sound of the puppies. Whoop, whoop, it's the sound of the beast.
What's a police?
We are experienced with not only killing, but solving killing.
Yeah.
You do when you commit all the death.
Not all.
Well,
Hugo. Not all of it.
So, if we might be able to take a look at this, we might be able to help somewhat while the guards are being gathered and give our first assessment.
Yeah, he takes you in. You know, he remembers you from the night before, being fine adventuring folk. Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh, I've got pretty good. Would I get any sort of advantage after Arwen had us, let her in like I'm being helpful or being helped?
Yeah, Arwen can help. Not that you need it.
Fucking
Yeah, he looks down at you and it's like, yeah, I suppose just take a look around, see what you can find, and yeah, and then he like turns and sort of like walks into the corner and like crouches down in front of Lena and starts like talking to her. And it's like a hushed voice, like, yeah, it'll be all right. Don't worry. Come on, let's go get you a drink and get out of here. Yeah. After a few minutes, the two of them
If
stand up.
ask you two to stay within the premises, however, we may have questions and the guards may have questions. Let's just everyone stay where we are, like in the building sort of thing. Alright, cool. And then can I make a medicine check over the body?
Yeah, if you like, you can make a medicine check.
It is dead.
Correct.
Or so we think.
Yeah, I mean, the body is clearly dead. There is a large amount of blood on the floor. you can see the cause of death is quite clearly something blunt smashing into the face of Ballet Balfrey.
Oh fuck! None of us are cleric. Can we find a cleric in the city? Can they just like speak with the dead person?
That's what I was about to say. Does anyone have to speak with dead? I can speak with possibly everything else. Is there any plants in the room?
No, there are no plants
Damn
in
it.
the room.
What's an inn without a bit of greenery on the walls?
Plants downstairs. Maybe they saw something moving around. Is there plants anywhere? Is there animals anywhere
Is there an ant?
on this floor?
No, there don't seem to be any plants internally. There's no like pot plants or anything like that. And there are plants around the premises, like there might be some like hanging baskets and stuff outside. You did see a few patrons sort of toing and throwing out of the back, so there might be a small garden or something like that attached to these to the inn. You don't see any animals. You didn't notice any the night before, but you know the place seems generally clean and tidy. You suspect it probably hasn't got a big rat infestation or anything like that, but any place.
Why do they
any
have
place
to
like
have a
this,
clean establishment?
Any place like this is likely to have some sort of wildlife kicking about.
I'm just saying, if everyone stepped outside a lot more, we would not have this problem. Okay.
I'd say we need to get all of the suspects into like individual rooms so they can't like think of a story or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I do tend to agree.
Should we maybe like investigate the scene?
Oh yeah, that's
We
also
looked at the body, but like
a good idea, Dr. Clary.
Yes, anyone that likes to can actually make an investigation check.
Well, yes. I was,
I was beginning to wonder if you guys would leave the room without investigating. That seemed to be the way it was going, but fortunately, Clary's got her head on her shoulders.
would anyone like to aid me?
I will help you in investigating.
A 20.
Oh. However, JJ, I did make a boo-boo. When I had that circlet,
Yeah.
I raised my intelligence to 16.
Yeah.
I thought my intelligence before was 14.
Yeah.
Not. It was 13.
Ah.
And so I've been running around with an extra point of intelligence this whole time.
It's that lingering effect. It's taken a little while to wear off, but
Exactly.
But now you're dumb
If you'd
again.
worn it for a few years, it might have become permanent. Who knows?
Finally, peace has been restored, and Stix once again an idiot.
I mean, to be fair, 13 intelligence is a lot more than most people.
This is true.
Certainly more than Neo. He's good old -1.
You know, that famous legendary Knight of Aegis,
Look, coming back from the dead changes you. Just say, this is not prime Neo. The level 20 paladin. So, you take the time, Clary, to go over the room and looking about. There's not much of detail. You can see, there are a large number of personal effects. Molly and Bally's room. The main things you notice are that the murder seemed to happen quite recently. From the amount of blood and how dried it is, you reckon it was a couple of hours past midnight that it took place. You also find, caked in blood, rolled beneath the bed, a large, heavy tankard from the bar. This is most likely, you suspect, your murder weapon.
What's a
Tankard.
Tankard.
Card. It's like a cup. A big heavy cup.
Also, can you make a perception check for me?
Ooh. I will once again aid you.
Ooh. Oh wait, but yeah.
Consider yourself aided.
Okay. As you move around investigating and you find the tankard and inspect the body, ascertain roughly when you think it died, a few hours past midnight, you put it down and start looking for some more clues. As you do so, you glance out the window and catch a glimpse of movement. You find yourself locked eye to eye with a familiar hooded figure crouched on a neighbouring rooftop, staring into the gore-filled room. They notice your watchful eyes and immediately bolt, racing across the rooftops away from the tavern.
Door. Dimension door. Dimension door. Dimension door.
Okay. Dimension door across.
They've gone where? They were across.
Running away.
So they were on a rooftop across the street, and Stix, can you roll a perception check as well for me, actually, just to see whether or not you have seen this?
But I
Well,
thought he was helping Clary.
Helping Clary.
An excellent point. You foiled me once. I'll say, okay, so you're... this is interesting, because you're aiding Clary, but she's the one that's actually spotted this. So
would we be like communicating that we're both looking around, telling each other what we see, kind of thing? Then she's like, "Hey, who's that?"
Yeah. Okay, everyone roll just a real quick initiative roll for me, just to see who reacts first.
Or me.
No, that's you. The wrong
Go
initiative.
There we go. Roll them.
Oh my lord. I'm so bad at initiative. I think I told about
Okay. So, Clary, you spot this figure on the rooftop across. As they catch your eye, they turn and start to run. You call out to them, and Stix, you do react first in this situation.
Ha! Dimension door.
You dimension door out across to...
Dimension door out across, and I can see him sort of turning to run. So I'll land myself like right in front of where he was sort of turning to run, but maybe like just like 5 feet away. So not like right in front of him, but in front of him with enough sort of things that I might be able to grab him or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so basically, your action is to dimension door to the other roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Thus,
Then
any
Can I-
turn.
can I draw my blade?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Would I also be able to cast Ensnaring Strike on my sword? Because it's the cloak doing the spell? Or is it technically like me doing the spell, Dimension Door, with the cloak?
The cloak, I believe, allows you to cast the spell.
Okay, in which case I won't do that.
Understanding of it.
I will ready myself
Just have a quick check on the item itself.
if he comes past me.
Capable on back. while wearing the cloak, you can use it to cast. So you are casting the spell.
Cool. I'm in front of him.
Unfortunately,
Up
so.
over. Keep going, grabbing a tissue.
Okay, so Stix suddenly disappears out, and there's like a puff of like smoke in the room, and Klari, you can suddenly see him on the rooftop opposite. This hooded figure disengages from you, Stix, and starts to run across the rooftops. Next is Klari.
How far away is the roof that he was on?
I'll say like with a dash, you can basically end up outside on the street. So like
Would I be able to misty step onto it?
Yeah, the streets aren't like hugely wide. They're nice streets, but 30 feet is quite a ways for a street. So yeah, if you ran and you could misty step across.
Yeah. And then how far away has he got?
Oh, that's a bonus action as well.
Okay, so rather than doing this in terms of distance, this is going to essentially turn into a competing skill challenge. So you will need to build up cumulative successes in order to catch this character. Each turn it'll be a contested check of some kind that you want to make to try and catch up. If you are successful, you will gain ground. And then if you're unsuccessful, you will lose ground until you reach a plus or minus however long. Which means that some of you could end up being outrun, while others of you could stay caught up.
Can we, in this instance, cast things like spells and such?
Yes.
Because I have the spells that will let me stop people. I have lots of things that help me stop people running away. Basically.
Whose go is it? I'm confused.
It's still Clary's turn.
Okay.
I'm confused about what.
Okay, so the character is running away. On your turn, you need to make a contested dexterity acrobatics check to run across the rooftops, with the slopes and sort of jumping between buildings and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's a difficult chase. It's not a flat-footed chase. Depending on how you perform will depend on whether or not they start to get away from you or whether or not you start to close them in.
I see. Okay. Before I start running, I'm just going to shout back into the room, "Someone stay here."
Oh, it's fine. I was going to.
Get unattended for someone to mess with me. Can I roll, please?
Yes. Apologies. I'm just trying to get Zone of Truth actually added to my sheet because I meant to add it to my sheet, but
So I just rolled. Did you say acrobatic?
Yeah.
Ooh. God, you got a +9.
Yeah, but I can't actually roll lower than a 10 because it's something I have proficiency in.
Oh my God.
So this guy needs to roll quite well to escape Klari.
roll a 19 plus. And that's if she rolls low.
Okay.
Rogues do be busted.
So unfortunately for you, Klari, this guy has rolled very well on his first check. So as you misty step out, he's already underway running from Stix, and the slightly uneven tiles mean that even though you're quick off the mark, he's very slightly ahead of you. It's actually a tie, so I'm going to say no ground is lost or gained in this situation. But he maintains his distance. Arwen, you're remaining behind. It's probably sensible if Neo just remains for the sake of simplicity, so Stix. What are you up to? Pardon?
I want to go.
You said you were going to remain behind.
Yeah, but I'm in the window. I can still do stuff.
Okay. What are you
How,
doing?
is he 90 feet away from me?
He's probably less than that. Why?
Excellent. I'd like to cast Entangle. Thank you very much. Okay, carry on, everyone.
Okay, what does Entangle require?
Can he make a strength saving throw, please?
Does it require line of sight?
No.
No?
Does it say anything like an area you can see within range or some bullshit like that?
Nope, it just says from a point within range.
A point within range. Interesting. Where's my book gone?
Shit.
Also, technically, you could do it just at the
Okay. I'm just going to have a quick look at the wording of Entangle.
Yeah. But
It's fine. Just entangle the man.
Grasping within range from the ground in a 20-foot square. So
There might be moss on the roof.
Oh, so the ground's different terrain.
yeah, what constitutes as the ground?
Creature in the area must succeed in a strength saving throw.
Moss. It's leafage. It's fine.
Creature in the area must Okay. Can you make a perception check for me first, as he has disappeared out of your line of sight? Because, so if you look at it like this, there are two buildings. He is on the roof of one, and you're in the window, so he's slightly up. So when he disappears out of sight, you've got to guess from where you are how far he's gone.
Okay, I think I'm fine.
I was opening my mouth to say this will be at disadvantage because you're not using
fucking sucks.
sight.
Fuck.
12.
But I'd already done it. I'd already rolled.
Fortunately, he rolled terribly, so you do manage to land it on him. What's the DC on the strength save?
14.
14, okay. Unfortunately, he makes the strength save. So, Stix and Klari, from your position, you suddenly see a tangle of like weeds and vines sprout out from like underneath the moss and things that are on the rooftops and like grab around this guy's ankles. And just like they spread along, but he reacts quickly, like almost like jumping and rolling out of the way before they can grab him.
Well,
Okay. If they're not... Does he have to... does he have to make that save? Oh no, it's just the one time, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's a creature in the area makes a save.
But when he starts his turn, if he tries to move, does he need to make the
Not
save?
based on the wording of the spell, I don't think.
Okay. So it can't affect him again.
No, it turns the area into difficult terrain.
Okay, I'm dispelling it then.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to say
You
difficult
can do
terrain.
that on your turn.
Can't I just like stop concentrating? Can't I just forget about it? Start going, oh, Hugo is so cute.
Why would you drop the spell though, not knowing whether or not you've got him?
because I rolled a lovely 24.
You rolled a 12.
No, I rolled a lovely 24.
As Clary sees this plant growth and shouts, "Fuck off!"
I did. So cute, my dragon.
Stix, what are you doing?
Okay, Stix is going to shout at the guy, "Sit!" and cast command, forcing him to sit.
Become a dog.
Okay.
Sit down.
What does he have to do?
He has to make a wisdom save. DC, I believe, is 16.
That's a fail. So he will follow that command on his turn.
Fucking sweet as. And then I would like to, just run as far as I can. Up to,
Okay. So I'll say for this, you essentially lose ground because you're using your action to cast a spell.
This is true. But after seeing Clary run over here, I was like, well, I'm probably not going to be the one to catch him either way.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking flash over here. I'll probably fucking get him.
Of smoke and like 4 legs go past.
Yeah, so his turn. Yeah, so he basically, you command him to sit, and he does so on this tiled roof. Immediately just like drops to the ground, but his momentum carries him forwards and he tumbles off the roof into the street.
Fantastic. A clever man.
Command lasts 1 turn. So you see him getting to his feet. I believe they take the action on their turn.
Duration 1 round. Oh, that was... Okay, I should have done something else then.
One round means when we get back to you.
Oh, yeah. 1 round theoretically mean until,
So you see him, he starts getting back to his feet to run again.
Right. Okay.
But wouldn't he not be able to get back to his feet until next round?
He's not... It's a narrative descriptive way of me saying he's going to keep running, basically.
But he's still on the ground.
He's still on the ground, which means that Clary will... Well, he will have disadvantage against Clary's check because he's trying to stand up from prone.
Okay.
So it's very unlikely he's going to get away from Clary in this. But we'll move on. Clary, your turn. A contested dexterity acrobatics check if you're chasing after him. So that's a 19 because you can't roll below a 10. And with disadvantage, he rolled a 2. So, Clary, you make a lot of progress on him, getting much closer, almost to the point where he fell off the roof. And as you get there, you see him getting to his feet and beginning to dash off again. Arwen, is there anything you'd like to do from this position?
No.
Okay.
I probably can't see him anymore.
No, you couldn't see him beforehand, but it's fine. You had to guess where he was on the roof. Stix, what are you doing?
Stix would now like to...
I'm actually going to retcon what I said on the last turn. Because you commanded him to drop, I'm going to say you didn't lose any ground on him because he skidded and fell off the roof. So you're at 0, Clary's at +1.
Cool. I would now like to go ahead and cast...
That's one creepy door opening.
Stix is standing there. The sound of Clary sprinting on tiles is coming. There's a big clatter of tiles fall to the street, and people scream from down below. As you look around yourself now, you can see that there seems to be sort of a large amount of bunting and things has been hung in the early morning or the hours in the streets. Quite a few people moving around at this early hour.
Could cast plant growth to basically slow him to a fucking stop.
What are you doing, Stix? This is a chance.
Stop all of us. So I would actually quickly jump down. So how far? If I was to jump off the building, I'm assuming that's like how tall is that about?
It's about 20 or 30 feet off the building.
20 or 30 feet. Fantastic. So, Misty Step
To
down
the ground, okay?
the ground. And then I would like to use my Channel Divinity
Mm-hmm.
to stop him in his tracks. Nature's Wrath. I'll stick it in the chat and often use it.
Does it say that has a range on it?
No, it just within. Oh, sorry. Yes, within 10 feet of you.
That he's more than 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Even if he's fallen off a building and I've Misty stepped down.
Yeah, this chase is starting from a position.
Oh,
I'm trying not to like do this in exact distances with the nature of this chase.
That's fair. Okay, in which case, yeah, I will Misty step down and
Yeah, that gets you safety off the roof.
Just keep running after him.
Yeah, you're on flat ground now, so I'll say you can use athletics to oppose his dexterity.
Yeah.
If you'd prefer.
Fucking sweet as athletics. 24.
Yeah. You begin to gain on him as well.
Fuck yeah.
You are now at +1. Klari, what are you up to? You've got potentially you can follow him on the roof if you want, or you can try and get down and chase him in the street.
Land on his head.
Yeah, I'm going to keep running on the roof.
Okay, you're on the rooftops, so contested dexterity check again then.
Land on his head with him. Solve our problems.
Oh, 26, Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah, you like this fall is clearly like slowed him down a little bit. You can see there's like almost like a small limp in his step, having fallen off a roof. You're getting much closer to him now. Fortunately, it seems to be quite a long sort of straight street at the moment, so you reckon as long as this chase doesn't go on too long, you shouldn't have to try and change rooftops or come to any junctions at this point in time. We go back to you, Stix.
Stix would like to say almost audibly, "Fuck spell slots," and try and cast command on him again.
Okay.
To just like drop or stop or sit again. Yeah.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
Another fail. Yeah, you see he like takes a tumble and there's like a couple of people. There's like it's like a cart like being pulled through the streets. By a horse. There seems to be a load of like planks of wood and like wooden poles like in the back, and he just like comes to like a skidding stop on the ground right in front of this cart, and this horse like stops and the driver starts like shouting at him.
Fantastic. That's all she wrote from Stix. Otherwise, just keep it on run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So once again, like you're not essentially not using your action to dash in this, so it's a bit kind of like where you've slowed him down, but not made as much ground on him.
True. I'm hoping that would.
Yeah, which it would just give him, or give Klari advantage in this next check, which will probably seal the deal.
So if we use an action that we can't run.
So essentially, I'm assuming that everyone is using their action to dash in this, unless otherwise stated.
Okay, but I still do something and then use my bonus action to dash because I have that ability.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Is it me?
It
Yes.
is you.
What did you do?
So he is now sat down again.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
he's like skidded to a halt, basically like fallen. The less of a sit down, more of he just falls over, like as the command like takes over as he's like trying to run. And he like looks around for a second before like pushing like back to his feet and starting to stand up again.
unless I have a it's still 19.
Still 19. I need to stop rolling that dice. It's rolling like garbage tonight.
No, keep rolling it. That's a good dice.
No, I'm not. But yeah, Clary, you catch up with him. You are now in a position. I mean, he's on the ground and you're on the rooftop, so you are in a position where, if you had a way of reaching the ground, you could reach him. You know, you're basically aligned where he is in the street and where you are on the rooftops.
I would like to step down to him.
Yeah, Misty step to the ground. Yeah, like he's like literally just standing to his feet next to this horse and cart as you appear next to him.
Do I need to like grapple him? Or?
Yeah, you've essentially like caught up to him and you're right next to him now. But
Give them a hug.
Like to give him a hug, but with my dagger to his throat.
yeah, go for it. This is
Don't kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Really?
Just stop him running.
It's just mildly menacing.
yeah. This is a contested dexterity check.
Or just straight there.
I won't actually stick it through.
Nice.
Ooh, dexterity.
Yeah. So this driver's like shouting at him. He takes like a few steps away, and you quickly like step up and around this cart and bring one of your daggers up under his throat before he can set off into a sprint again. And he just stops like as he's like poke the point in. He's just like slowly just sort of lifts his hands up and just freezes on the spot as you catch him.
Whew. Hey!
Got
Fuck's sake. Man, I told you to sit down and you kept getting back up. Asshole. I'll take the hood off, see who he is.
Yeah, you whip back the hood and you see the...
Oh, actually, first, can I tie his hands up on the rope? It's the first thing I do
Okay.
while you're there.
Yeah, so after a few seconds, for a little bit, Stix, you catch up and you start pulling out rope to tie him up.
Yes.
Yeah. Make a quick dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Actually, no. Sorry, intelligence, sleight of hand.
Intelligence. Sleight of hand.
Yes.
Well, that is only one worse. Yeah, you probably should have done this because you've got fucking expertise in this shit.
Okay.
I know how to tie my shoes, and therefore I only ever know. No, it's like I'm trying to remember the knots that they taught us on that like orcish boat, and I'm like, yeah. So you loop it through, and you do the thing, and then nope, that's how you tie a shoe. Okay, well, I am an orc. This is fine. Actually, piece of shit.
Yeah. So you tie up his hands, you whip off his hood, and you see familiar purple-skinned well, not a familiar purple-skinned tiefling, but the familiar purple skin of a tiefling.
I was gonna say Neo.
Hi guys, I thought I'd make this more fun. You see the familiar purple skin of an unknown tiefling.
Oh, the guy from one of the people from last night. Yes.
We saw a hooded figure last night. We didn't see Tiffany. Did we?
No, we didn't. But there was that guy sat in the corner, wasn't he?
Yeah, there was a hooded.
Yeah. Does this guy match any somewhat semblance of the man that I was trying to? Because I remember I was trying to keep an eye on that weird guy in the corner that was.
Yes, Clary recognised the way this person was dressed from across the rooftops. They are the same figure from the bar last night.
Okay, I'm going to say you. What is your name?
My name is Uriel.
Uriel. Can I make an insight check?
Yes, go for it.
See if he's lying. Names are important in this. Because I feel like he could be like, where the fuck is insight? Be lying. What an interesting name, Uriel. Wow.
This guy seems forthright and genuine, Stix. You've got him at a disadvantage. It seems like at this point he is being open and honest with you.
I feel like with a low roll though, Stix is being like, you don't trust him. I know you're being fairly forthright, but Stix still doesn't trust you.
It's a 19 because I'm proficient.
Just tell us when this gets old.
This guy seems like genuinely afraid. Like there doesn't seem like there's a lot of fight in him. You don't suspect, Clary, that he has any reason to be lying at this point.
We're gonna make this murder exciting. Damn.
Why were you running?
Yeah, why were you running? Why were you looking in on the stuff that was happening?
I was looking for someone. I was there. I was trying to find someone. I mean,
Yeah, go to look. Okay, who were you looking for?
I was looking for Mr. Belfry.
Mr. Belfry.
Is that the person that was murdered?
Yes. Well, isn't it quite ironic that he's been found dead this morning? Why are you looking for Mr. Belfry?
As you look at this guy now, you can see that he doesn't look in the best of shape. He's quite gaunt and thin, and you can see that there's a few shadows, a few bruises like rising on his face and like the exposed bits of his arms that have come up way too quickly to be involved from the fall. When he fell off the roof.
Okay. Yeah. Why were you looking for Mr. Belfry? He's appeared dead this morning, so make sure whatever your answer is, it's truthful.
Mr. Belfry is dead, you say?
Pardon?
Mr. Belfry is dead, you say? How did that happen?
Stop avoiding the question. You answer first.
I have a business arrangement with him.
What business arrangement?
I'm the contact of a former business partner of his.
Clary, just stab him.
Contact of a former business partner.
Yes, he's not who he claims to be.
Mr. Belfry isn't who he claims to be. Okay. As in, he's claiming to be Mr. Belfry, but he isn't Mr. Belfry.
Yes. There are people looking for him. I was to find him.
you've been sent to track him down
Track him down, yes.
and assassinate him?
No.
Oh, insight check.
Right.
Make an insight check.
I'll give her advantage on this because that shit seems
Dodgy.
dodgy. 23.
One otherwise, but it's still
Yeah, he's lying.
Okay, well, my
Here's
mind
a
is
fun
somewhat.
fact. This dagger, it makes lightning.
Ooh. You're gonna do the lightning thing.
So I suggest you stop lying to her.
Quite a nice dagger you've got.
Yeah.
He's still like down on the ground, right?
No, he's stood on his feet, but he's like
Oh,
still got like his hands up. Well, his hands are now tied. I'm guessing behind his back.
Yeah.
Still got my number.
Okay.
But
Uh,
it was just a job. Someone paid me 200 gold and to travel here and to do the job.
That's really great and well done on the job. To be fair, congratulations, Arwen Order. I think he did a pretty shitty job of covering it all up. You know, hanging around on the outside. It wasn't.
I didn't do it.
It wasn't you. The guy who came to assassinate the guy didn't assassinate the guy. When he very clearly could have easily done it while everyone was inebriated the night before. You were hanging around his window, watching all of us, I reckon, to see who the fuck did it. So, well, you're coming back to the tower. Come back to the half point. Come on.
I thought he left last night.
Oh wait, I've got the perfect way of that.
So I followed who I thought it was, but it turned out not to be him. So I wasn't here last night when he was killed.
You say you didn't do it. I don't believe you. She does.
I mean, I'm gonna insight it if I can.
And so, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna cast a spell, and you're gonna actually speak. You're not gonna hold back, because you can just not say anything. But you're not gonna do that. You're gonna actually say something. Otherwise, you get the fine choice again between her lightning dagger and my boot. So here we go. I cast Zone of Truth.
What's the save on Zone of Truth?
16. It's a wisdom save, I believe.
Do you know whether they've passed or not?
I believe so. Yes, I know whether someone has passed or failed.
Okay. He passes. But as you cast the face, like, I swear it wasn't me.
Son of a biscuit. I actually fucking hate Yahoo.
Yeah.
Hate it. Oh, no, I apologize. It's a charisma saving throw.
He rolled an 18.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's rather annoying. But you know what? Fuck you. Let's take him in. Let's take him back to the tavern.
Believe it, otherwise this would be really quick murder mystery. 19.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm rolling at this
I mean,
point.
Just say you got mine.
So far, you seem to believe everything that he's told you.
Okay.
He's quite,
Okay.
he's difficult to read, but he certainly strikes you as someone down on their luck. 200 gold to kill someone would go a long way for a lot of people.
I'm gonna tie. Okay, here's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna say, okay, Clary, I would like you to tie the rope because obviously it's 50 foot of rope. I'd like you to tie him to me, as we walk back. Yeah, so he can't run away without me.
It's really difficult. Neo has the big armor.
Neo has the big armor. I'm just strong. Slightly. Because I don't trust that he's not going to try and fucking run away or something.
I'm gonna tell him, I do believe you. You didn't actually kill him. Doesn't change the fact you were going to.
What?
Yeah.
If I'd killed him, why would I hang around if I'd killed him?
Because you just done it and were running away. No. You said it was done at like midnight. Well, I don't know, to see.
It wasn't him, but you definitely have some
Because you're a
valuable
fool.
information that can help us work out who it is.
Why do bees fly? We don't know.
What was it, sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand.
Intelligence, sleight of hand.
Oh, is that
Intelligence.
It's
Yeah,
because it's not tying, so in this scenario, it's your intelligence of how well you can tie a knot combined with how you can manipulate the knot.
How do I know that?
But because she's got expertise, I'm assuming she adds the expertise and sleight of hand, right?
Yes. But it just
Okay, so
uses your intelligence instead of
So my
modifying
two-
your dexterity.
Okay, but it's a 19 anyway.
No, it's 21. Because you got plus.
It's
got
plus
plus-
11 instead of
Yeah.
plus 13.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Just trust us. It's 21. You rolled a
Okay,
21.
but I've got proficiency in it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm not going to complain, just, yeah. I'll take it. I'm confused.
just take it. Just take the
I'll
roll.
take it.
So it's a 21.
It
Okay.
went down, the number go up.
Yeah. And with us aptly tied, I would like to start walking back to the tavern. Like tie us by like the sort of wrist, you know. Yeah. And
So
We'll
you've
walk back.
taken like the end of the rope that's not tied to anything and tied it to Stix.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk behind my dragon still.
Yeah. And I'd like to ask him, okay, so have you ever like done this before? Ever done this whole assassinating thing before?
It was just a job.
Okay,
Needed
that's
money.
great. But that's not answering the question. Have you done it before?
You killed anyone before?
You've never killed anyone before? Oh man, you should try it. Jokes.
Who hired you?
I didn't get a name. I didn't ask a lot of questions. I just needed the money and was told where to go.
Did you meet them in person?
Yeah.
Where?
Like I met them like just like on the street.
But like in this city?
No. I'm not from here.
Okay, what city did you meet them in?
Some city far to the south. I think they said the king lives there. Or the king or who, I don't know.
Oh, would that be like Winstad? That's like the capital of this area, and it is south of us. Would I know this?
Make an intelligence check.
So no, a simple no would have done. Oh, 14.
You can make an educated guess that this is probably where he's referring to, even if he doesn't actually know where he's referring to.
Okay. Long way to come and kill someone. But
200 gold goes a long way.
200 I mean, okay, we've been on plenty of adventures, and I believe in our time we spent 200 gold from that bloody journey. Admittedly, not traveling that far on random shit. But, you know, my point
Yeah, like
is
if you were to live frugally and carefully, like most, like, I mean, a pauper's, I can't remember what it is, but a pauper's lifestyle is something like 1 copper piece a day.
oh, yeah, good point.
So you could live for 2,000 days on that. Live in a shit way, but You could live for like 2,000 days in D&D terms on that.
Advice for a kid. You're gonna kill someone, do it for more than 200 gold.
And, like, fucking do it. If you say you haven't done it, there's loads of drunk people last night and all sorts of stuff. There's so many chances. Like,
Better advice would be like, don't do it.
oh yeah, better advice would be like, don't do it. But if you have to do it, be better. I mean, I know this guy was a bit of a dick, but I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm a holy man. I don't believe in. I say I don't believe in killing people or kill many people. Never mind. Let's just go.
What were you told about Valley when they give you the instructions to kill him? Like, did they explain why?
That's a good question.
Was given name and a description, like the place to, a city to look for him in.
Hmm.
They didn't tell you why they wanted him dead or what this guy had done.
Didn't ask a lot of questions. Didn't really have an opportunity to ask a lot of questions. Didn't have a lot of choice, you know.
Hmm. Okay. Well, unless you've got any more important information for us, I think that's all we really need you for. So we're going to take you back to the tavern and feed you to our dragon.
Yeah, as you say this, there's like a stop in his step, and Klari, you like collide with the back of him, and he starts, like, as he just sort of comes to a stop, and he just like starts walking again. You feel like a tug on your arm as the rope goes tight, like pulling forwards. So, you know, he has to keep walking to keep up with you, or essentially be dragged along. As you're walking, you see another of these carts. That seems to be like loaded with like planks of wood, and like quite long sort of like wooden poles in the back. As you walk past this cart, he uses this opportunity to slip the rope that you tied Stix, pulling it like a bow with his hands and undoing it, rolling underneath the cart and disappearing down the side.
Wood.
Isn't he still tied to stick?
Yeah, but
the rope is tied at both ends, and because Stix tied his with a 7, it's quite easy for him to slip the rope around.
You tied him to me.
Oh, I would have retied yours.
Yeah. Would Klari get any form of like attack of opportunity or anything of the like? Or would this be like him effectively like disengaging or some shit?
He is rogue-like, you can ascertain.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Is he just out of us?
So he's currently out of your sight as he basically like dives under, uses his cart as a brake, like gets like, between the wheels underneath it and like takes off like, down an alley. But if you want to chase, you can.
Oh god. Yeah. It's not him. Moving on. To be fair, I did say we'd feed him to a dragon. All the dragon would do is just lick him a little bit.
It's really nice, you know. You could at least help us find out who did it.
He was trying to kill someone. He was an asshole.
Pushed into it.
And he was lying to me. And he didn't listen to me. I said sit. He did sit, to be fair, but then got up and continued running. Asshole. Anyway, get back to the tavern. Tell people what we know.
You're not chasing them.
Stix isn't, no.
No, Klari isn't either.
Okay. Uriel runs off into the twists and turns of the city streets.
Is there would there be like a guard nearby? Would I be able to see one?
Probably not in the reasonably short distance you've come.
Okay.
If you want to go and look for one, you can.
Wait, back to the... Because someone called the guard. I'm assuming someone went to call a guard or some such. When I get back to the tavern, if there are guards there, I'll make a mention of, like, there is a guy called Uriel. He is a suspect in this case. We just chased after him. He was nearby. I noticed him last night. I won't mention that he was like a hooded figure on top of a building. I don't think, because that'll make people immediately think it was him. And I think he's like,
Maybe still mention he's wearing like a dark cloak.
He's wearing a dark cloak. He has purple skin. He's a tiefling. His name is Uriel. He was in the tavern last night, and he was hanging about the tavern this morning, falling outside the tavern this morning, I'll say.
Okay. So yeah, when you get back, you can do all that. In the meantime, we will go to Arwen. You are still in the room. You see your friends disappearing over the rooftop. Is there anything you'd like to do in the meantime, or are you content to just wait?
I will probably. Are the other two people still in here?
No, at this point, with the time it took you guys to have a look around, Lena and Damien have gone downstairs.
Okay, can I go downstairs as well, please?
Yeah, you head downstairs.
Excellent. Can I ask them where Molly is?
Yeah. So you walk around. You take a couple of minutes to find them. They're sitting in the kitchen. Lena's like sitting on a stool. You can hear the kettle beginning to boil behind. Damien's got a mug out. In the process of making her a cup of tea. She's still. You can see sort of like cry. She's still crying, but she's no longer sort of like howling and sobbing. She's just sort of like sniffing and like crying quietly. Damien looks up when you enter. He's like, "What is it? Did you find something?"
Not yet. But where's Molly?
I don't know. No one's seen her. Has anyone seen her this morning? I haven't seen her this morning. But if she's not, you can see him sort of like connecting his dots. She should have been in the room last night. And then all of a sudden he like turns around. He like drops like the mug he was holding and shatters on the floor. It's like, you don't think whoever it was got her as well? Do you don't think is she all right? Someone needs to go and look for her.
Well, we'll do that in a second. Tell me what happened this morning. Like, who found the man?
Lena found him this morning. Yeah.
And Lena, what time did you get here?
Looks up, crying. Well, I live nearby.
Excellent. But what time did you get here?
I don't know. First thing this morning, I went to check on and ask Molly what she wasn't in the kitchen doing the usual stuff in the morning, and so I went to see Molly to find out what needed doing, and then I found him.
Right. And what did you do? Is that when you screamed?
Yeah.
And woke me up?
Yeah, it's just I can't stop seeing it. It's so much blood on the floor.
Yes, there was a lot of blood. Okay, and then when did Damien get into the room?
Don't know, maybe like a few seconds later, a minute later.
Okay, and what time did you leave Caleb's? Or did Caleb leave your house?
Caleb was there this morning.
Were you together all evening?
walked me home and stayed the night instead of walking all the way across town.
Mhm. Okay.
I was asleep, or I went to sleep.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. Damien, where do you live in here?
I live upstairs.
Like next to the room, or the room next, or like upstairs above the room, or?
Yeah, I mean, I live just down the hall.
And did you hear anything in the night?
No.
Nope.
Can you look after Lena? I need to go and find Molly if she's missing.
Are you dumb? Do not move.
Look, that's my daughter.
This represents my patience.
Don't let the crab out.
The crab.
It's Damien's.
Got your nose.
I don't care what happened to this scumbag. I need to know what happened to my daughter.
Yes, I know, and that's why we're looking into it. Me and my companions. But we need you to stay here.
Letting you have a look around. I should have waited for the guards to come.
How is it a mistake? What have I done? So rude. Right, where's Caleb live? Lena? Or is he still at your house?
I don't know where he is. I mean, he might still be there. I don't know.
You didn't speak to him before you left?
I mean, we exchanged a few words, but that was about it.
Yeah, what did you say?
Nothing of consequence, mourning and stuff.
That it?
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I think. Okay, whatevs. I'm gonna need to wait for everyone else to get back.
Okay.
So where did this body actually get found?
The body got found in his room.
In the inn?
In the inn, yeah.
Is that... Did him and Nina live in the inn?
Him and Molly do, yeah.
Ali and Molly live inside the inn with Damien.
And yeah.
Oh, wow. Right, so Molly is Valley's wife.
Yes.
Correct.
It's the wrong way around. So who's Lena?
Lena's the side piece.
She's... Oh, okay. Okay, I thought it was the other way around.
And Lena last night left with Caleb. Because Caleb liked her. It was the whole thing.
It's a whole goddamn thing. There's triangles on triangles. This is a...
I thrive on drama, so I'm having a great time.
This is a love parallelogram.
Last night, Caleb told me how he felt about me, and we went on a walk to talk things through, and he just
So cute.
He just stayed the night just to be safe, It's with the curfew and everything. We're not allowed out late. He was in risk of not making it home in time, so I just let him stay the night.
That's fine. We just need to know where everyone was.
Oh, wait. Did Caleb say at hers?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Hold on. Oh, fuck it. Fuck.
Okay. Would we be back around this point?
Yeah, you guys would probably arrive back a little bit around this time, yeah?
Cool. Hey, Arwen.
Hey.
So we chased after that. Well, like, you know, I talked to whatever guards might be here, if
I
they
mean,
would
it's
be.
only been maybe sort of like 10, 15 minutes at this point.
Oh,
So
I'll give
there's
it
no
to Arwen.
guards yet left.
Got to Arwen and I said, hey, Arwen. So there was like this whole chase. And we managed to catch him. It's Uriel. You don't know who Uriel is. It's the hooded shady guy from last night.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's a tiefling, purple skinned. Yeah, hooded, cloaked guy. And he was given a job by someone in Winstad, potentially, to come and kill this guy. However, he says, and we sort of believe him, that he didn't do it. Because he was hanging around, you know, scene of the crime kind of thing. And also, like, he just seemed like a fairly genuine dude, not really doing this out of necessity. And I don't think he wanted to get in any trouble. And, you know, Clary can fucking read minds or some shit, basically. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So he is a suspect at this time, but more like a secondary suspect.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to investigate? Do you want to take another look at the crime scene?
I think, considering last time our investigation into the crime scene was slightly interrupted, we could take
another look at the crime scene. You can
especially
investigate anywhere else in the inn as well, if you'd like.
I'm particularly looking for things to do with Molly, because I'm very concerned about the fact that her husband fucking died and she wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
That is very much concerning me. For me, she is tier 1, numero uno suspecto.
Yeah. One thing you remember, again, this is split over 2 sessions, so I will remind you of a few things. One thing you did see, Arwen, at least I believe it was Arwen, was at the end of the evening, as the pub was being closed down, to give people time to leave and stuff like that before the curfew, you caught sight of Molly leaving at that point in time.
What time
I
specifically?
don't remember.
This would have been before midnight, around sort of 11-ish, half 11, to give people time to get back to their homes and things like that before the curfew was in place.
And it wasn't with anyone, it was just, she just left on her own.
Owen just caught sight of a figure with long red hair with a cloak on, heading out the door with the other people.
Yeah.
And remember, Molly had
Fucking hell.
hair.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Totally, yeah.
Okay. So, you're investigating the crime scene again, Stix.
Yes, I would like to take another gander.
Yeah. Make another investigation check. Anyone going with him to help out, or anyone investigating anywhere else?
I'll take a sort of quick looky, and then I'll go. Wait, no, Clary Holmes. I will assist you in this. I am not very clever, and I thought Uriel was definitely guilty, and then he turned out to be ambiguously guilty. So I will aid you in this endeavor. So there you go.
What my investigation?
Lives it in, works it in. This is clever. So Molly,
Do not have
Damien,
proficiency in that.
you do not. No,
Sadly, that's just.
that's just a terrible roll. You're tired. Bless your cotton socks. You did so much running. Yes, we got them two are married.
Can't spell,
Molly's
but it's fine.
I know I can't spell, but that doesn't matter.
Uriel went to kill Bally. Bally's having an affair with Lena. Lena and Caleb like each other. This whole jumble.
I think that's all the people.
Jumble.
Stix,
All
did
of
you
them.
say you were helping Clary, or are you going to make a check?
Yeah,
on your
I
own?
was helping Clary.
Okay.
I said I'm useless.
Arwen, are you going with them to have another look at the crime scene, or
Mm,
are you going to
I think I
some
might.
other area?
I kind of want to go to Lena's house to find Caleb.
Yeah.
So
I feel like so we need to find. Well, we just had okay. I feel like we need to find.
I think.
You need to find Molly.
Hmm.
Can't find Molly because not even her fucking dad knows where the fuck she is. So I guess that's our next best bet.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we need to investigate Caleb and see if his answers match with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know how to find out.
You know what? We'll do Caleb. Maybe Caleb knows a thing or two about where Molly might be. Maybe she'll show up looking for her husband rather conveniently the next morning.
Yes.
We don't fucking know. Otherwise, maybe I don't know. Genevieve's not still here, is she, Lady Genevieve?
Yeah. I mean,
shit.
people didn't have a lot of time to leave. There's a few people most of them were just in their rooms because they can't really. I mean, they could have. Some of them could have left. There is a small group outside. There's a small group of people clustered outside. The bar hasn't been opened yet, and you don't think it will be today.
Could I go to the barkeep and say, "Excuse me, sir"?
That would be Damien in this instance.
Oh yes, of course. They live in the inn. Of course, that means they run the inn. Yes, I'll say. Do you know anyone that Molly might be friends with, or anyone that she often comes in here with, other than her husband? Is she coming here with friends or any other siblings or anything like that? Yeah.
That's how they're spelled?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I prefer mine.
You can use yours if you like.
Yeah.
Do you know if Molly knows anyone else that she might, that might know where she is?
I mean, yeah, she had a few friends around town. I don't know. She's never disappeared like this. I don't know where she'd be. I mean, someone needs to. I need to go and look for her.
We will go. You stay here, good sir. Take care of the people. I understand you are a father, and that's a big thing. But we
Do you have children of your own?
Mm-hmm. I know.
You can't possibly know.
No, I don't. But in this instance, sir, you are just going to have to trust even just a smidge of authority that we definitely don't have. Because the guards clearly aren't here yet. We're trying to piece things together. We don't need all of the pieces to go running off in separate directions for us to not be able to find them. If there is a question that we need to immediately ask you, we need to know where you are. Trust that we will find Molly.
Why don't you tell us where you would look for her? And then at least you're in the inn if she comes back.
Boom.
Instead of that you're here. Especially since there's 3 people that live and run in this inn, and you're the only one left here at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be opened up today, that's for sure. The guards need to come and have a look and investigate things. You seem like nice people, but I don't know. You know, Molly would never like to mix business and pleasure and stuff like that. Whenever she had a night off and stuff, she'd go and drink somewhere else. Drink a little too much sometimes, if you ask me, but that's just one father's opinion. She's a grown woman. I'm sure she can look after herself, but if she didn't come home last night, or something else happened to her, or if she was if she was involved somehow.
Not good jumping to conclusions. That's never a good thing. Trust me, I do it all the time. So why don't we?
One thing you should probably know is that Bally was cheating on Molly.
Oh, we totally knew that. It was not very difficult to notice.
This is shocking news.
All right. Well, I don't think Molly knew. I didn't have the heart. I didn't have the heart to break hers.
Sir, I was trying to tell you this last night,
What?
and you kept ignoring me.
I'm sorry. We were very busy last night. With all the extra people in the city and for the festivals and so on. And this strange curfew going on that no one really knows what that's all about. It's got people a bit confused and stressed.
I have to ask. I'm assuming there's been a rise of tieflings in the city. Has there?
In the last sort of few weeks, there's been a rise of everyone in the city. But yes, there's been a noticeable number of those about, I suppose. They were.
Have you heard them mention anything to do with the desert? Something going on in the desert?
No, I haven't really kept up with things. Most of them, the ones I've seen, seem a little bit down on their luck. They don't really, they haven't really become clientele, if you know what I mean.
Okay, that's fair. We're looking into a side thing, end of the world kind of stuff. It's fine. Okay, so I guess let's go find Caleb and figure things out. Because maybe, we need Lena as well. Because there is a chance. Well, wait. Do you know? So obviously, you know that Bally was cheating with a woman called Lena. Do you know if she knew he was cheating or not?
You mean Lena that works here?
Yes.
Did she know that Bally was married to Molly?
Yes.
2 employers.
Yes. Well,
I'm
yeah.
beginning to question your
Maybe.
investigation credentials, sir.
Okay. I leave the investigating to her. I'm just the guy with the sword and the smite.
That makes a lot more sense.
That's why she's the one writing and I'm the one holding my sword. So,
We just ask questions now and then. It makes me feel important.
thank you. See, yeah. If she, so she knew. And do you know how close they were? Like, what kind of an affair was it? Was it just a passionate fling, or was she actually falling for him? Like how close? How much do you know of that relationship?
And how long?
Oh yeah, and that
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
a question.
Yeah.
I only found out less than 2 weeks ago when I caught I got Bally also. He was. I got Bally stealing from the till.
Oh,
What's about? Bally was stealing from the top shit.
I'm ashamed to say I confronted him about it last night and was less than civil with him.
is that why? Wait, why was Molly crying yesterday? No, Lena crying yesterday.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
When you say less than civil, do you mean like beating him to death with a tankard or like giving him a stern? Because, I mean, when I'm being less than civil with someone, it generally includes something of that caliber.
I did hit him yesterday when we spoke, but that was in the evening. That was earlier. I didn't care.
So many people around here are sounding so guilty right now. Jeez.
Wait, where's Lena?
Yeah, Lena isn't here
You
right
guys
now.
are like taking this conversation like into the common room. Lena's like still like sat in the kitchen like with a cup of tea as far as you know at the moment. Just like
Okay, I'm gonna
You know,
go and talk
like-
to her in a minute.
in like the grand scheme of things, she saw someone that she was romantically involved with dead less than half an hour
Oh.
ago.
Imagine, yeah, she's pretty worked
Maybe
up.
like an hour with the time you guys spent like investigating and stuff. Yeah, because we never get to. Oh, and while they were upstairs, did you want to have a look at some other stuff downstairs, or were you just?
I want to talk to Lena.
Yeah,
Again,
but while
just
they were
me and her.
making extra investigation checks, did you want to check out?
Oh no,
Okay.
I
Okay, I just wanted to give you that opportunity while they did that, but you've all... Okay, so you want to talk to Lena again?
yeah.
Okay. You head into the kitchen and speak to Lena, yeah? She's looking a bit more put together, you know, she's still got red eyes and it's just sort of like sitting on this stool with like her like mug, like her apron like held around her mug and stuff like that.
So, how long have you been doing the kissing with the married man?
How did you find out about that?
I sort of saw you doing it yesterday.
See, like the redness in her eyes spreads to her cheeks at this point. A little bit embarrassed.
But yeah, how long has that been going on?
Not too long, you know, a few months.
And is it just the kissing, or is it other things?
No, Bally and I fell in love. Bally was talking about running away together.
Oh. And when did you meet Caleb?
Oh, Caleb's he's local. He comes and goes from time to time.
When did you start liking him?
Caleb's nice enough, you know.
Oh, so you don't like him?
He's a nice lad, but you know, I love that guy.
Right. And you wanted to run away
He
with
was
him?
interesting. He wasn't from around here, you know. He'd seen things. He was telling me about the places he'd been.
Where was he from?
He said he was from Winstead, you know, from the big city.
What did he do in Winstead?
I don't know, I didn't really ask him. It was just interesting. You know, he said he like travelled and stuff, and had been around and would tell me these stories about things he'd get up to with adventures and stuff like that.
He was an adventurer. Was he?
I mean, yeah, like I don't know. I guess I don't really know.
Did he make any enemies while adventuring?
I suppose I don't really know.
Did you know anything else about him before you were going to run away and break up a probably quite long marriage?
I mean, he was kind. He was nice to me. You know, he used to tell me interesting stories and buy me little things on the side. And
How did he get that money to buy things on the side?
I don't know. I mean, the inn does well, I guess Damien makes a good amount of money, so did Molly and Bally, I guess.
Mm. Why were you crying yesterday?
Bally changed his mind. He said he wanted to break it off, and that that it was a mistake and that he was going to stay,
But then, like 10 minutes later, you were.
You did stuff wrong there.
So then he rechanged his mind, yeah?
we made up, but nothing
You made out. Okay, but you were more on a good term than you were.
Yeah.
Did you speak to him at all after that?
No, I didn't see him.
So the last
Caleb
thing.
and I left, and Caleb walked me home, and then I just, I went to bed and fell asleep all night. I don't know why. I was at home all evening asleep.
What time did you leave the inn?
Pardon?
What time did you leave?
We left off, about when most of the other people did. Damien said he'd closed down, so I went with Caleb. You remember from last night, they left.
I watched them leave.
Yeah, you watched them leave together.
I was shocked.
So,
I was shooketh.
probably slightly earlier than like Molly and most of the other patrons that weren't renting rooms at the inn.
Would me and Clary be done enough with our conversation now to come over here, or would we be still?
Yeah, like you guys can all be like part of all these conversations.
I have another question for Nina. Obviously, you found the body this morning.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Vally's room in the first place?
I went looking for Molly. She's supposed to open up this morning, and when she wasn't in the kitchen when I arrived, I went looking her to find out, what needed doing. She's supposed to be, sort of out baking bread and meals for the day and stuff like that. But the kitchen was cold, so I went to see what was wrong. And then when I opened the door, there he was.
Was the door
Convenient?
Was the door locked?
I knocked at first. When I got no answer, I tried the door and it was unlocked.
Well, I think there's only one thing left to do for the minute. I'm just going to cast a quick dibbity-doo.
Okay.
This is going to make you, well, if I'm going to be very honest, unable to lie. I don't really trust you, if I'm honest.
Are you supposed to say that?
So I'm going to give you the same offer that I gave someone not earlier today, where if you don't speak, you get the kind option of my boot or her dagger, one of the two. Well, shh.
He like tenses up on the stool and looks very afraid now.
So, with the spell,
I think she's quite compliant.
it's going to make you speak. Well, I mean, you choose to not speak, but I would highly suggest you do speak. Zone of
You
truth.
just like rests a hand on your shoulder and just like leans in. It's like, maybe you should lay off the people and
Disagree.
know they've done something.
Everyone is guilty until proven
I
innocent.
don't think that's the phrase.
Also, it'd be quite helpful.
Maybe, yes, I did learn some things. So I'm paraphrasing. Zone of truth.
She fails.
Aha! She fails. Did you do it? Did you kill Bally?
No.
Sweet. Well,
Oh, damn it! That's the person I thought was going to have done it. This isn't in. Well, this is just me talking, by the way.
I thought I'd had it.
I was asleep all night.
Why do you think it's Damien?
He just seems dodgy.
He does seem a bit dodgy.
I think, and if we saw Lena and Caleb leave, I doubt it might be Caleb. We haven't talked to him yet.
I've just realised I've now run out of Zone of Truths. So, well.
My process of elimination, actually, I really think it's Damien.
You really think it's Damien? Yeah. Okay. So here's my thinking. I'm gonna say I'm really sorry, Lena. I was just thank you very very much for speaking and being forthright. You understand that obviously a murder has happened, and while these two have got their smarts, I have very little other than my sword to get people to answer my questions. So I apologize. You've been very, very helpful. Thank you. And I'm going to take these guys away. And I'm going to say, so, here's what I'm thinking. I reckon Caleb got Uriel to kill Bally. He's the contact from Winstad that Uriel met. He has a lot of money. She just said he has some money.
And he about Ellie.
Yeah, she got... So, obviously, Caleb likes Lena. Lena does not like Caleb in that way. She liked Bally. So I reckon Caleb, who was from Winstad and was travelling in and around Winstad, got Uriel to kill Bally. So that, she's all his, yada, yada, yada. He has money. He was from there. I think that makes sense. But obviously he didn't do it, which I think put Caleb in the clear. We can still go ask him some questions.
Well, we don't know that Caleb is from Winstad.
We don't know who's from Winstad, but she did say he was there.
No, he said Barley was there.
Oh, he said Barley was there.
I
Right.
she was talking about that.
Yeah.
Well, I
She
still
said
think...
Bally is from Winstad.
No, but that makes sense. That Valley was one from Winstad.
Yeah.
So obviously he was someone dodgy when he lived there. And that's why this who's from there is probably like an old friend.
Unless Uriel
an
was
old
lying,
adventuring.
and he wasn't there to kill
He wasn't
Bally. Maybe he wasn't there to kill Bally. Maybe he was there to kill her.
I don't think he was.
I'm overcomplicating this.
I'm fairly sure
Okay.
it wasn't Uriel.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's just like a
I think it's Damien.
You think it's Damien?
We saw Lena and Caleb leave. So
We
unless
did.
one of them came back to do it before midnight.
I think...
Because
Yeah. But
was around
also the
10.
door was unlocked. But Damien
yeah,
would
which
have
is really weird.
So
the room.
the murder was they left around sort of 11ish, and the murder was committed in the wee hours of the morning, 1 or 2ish.
Yeah. Yeah, and the door. Oh. Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was Damien.
I
Okay,
think
we
we
can just-
need to talk to Molly and Caleb.
Things I could get a second level spell slot back and ask him.
We should talk to Damien. Because if
We
he
just
was the
did.
only one that was in it, we should talk to him again.
Oh, right.
Because
Okay.
if he was the only one that was in the inn, then maybe he heard something. He was the only one that we've been questioning that's present to like hear what happened.
So you think talking to Caleb is not a good idea?
I still think we should talk to Caleb at some point. But that's part of Matchalina's story.
I'm thinking we should do that now and then come back to Damien.
So she said she saw him in the morning, didn't she? And she woke up.
Yeah.
She spoke to him and said good morning.
Yes.
There was a chance that maybe Caleb went back with her and then she fell asleep and then he left and he came back.
Yeah, that's.
And then he back again. So it could be Caleb.
It could be Caleb.
Can't you don't do some weird bzzz and get back another spell slot?
I can if I... unless we decided to just take an hour and do nothing and then I could get one back again. But I digress.
We could sit
Oh.
staring menacingly at them for an hour.
We could do. We could get some kind of one-way mirror thing going,
Oh yeah.
and just stare at them while they're all.
You're going to invent the one-way mirror.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, these two got the brains. I'm just here. Okay,
To look pretty.
I'm here to look pretty with a sword and menacingly grow plants in the background of the palm of my. Okay, to Caleb. Caleb's. Then. Yeah, because he's not here at the minute, is he?
No.
No. So, I guess we'll just ask Lena where we might be able to find Caleb
Yeah.
at this time.
Yeah, she gives you some directions, and you head off to his address. It takes you a little bit of time, you have to navigate an unfamiliar city looking for an address that you don't know. But eventually you do track down the right address. Or at least you think you do. Knocking on the door.
Yeah. Knock on the door. Step back.
Yeah, you see your
Terrified.
footsteps approaching, and the door opens, and you see the figure of Caleb standing there with blonde hair. Looks a little bit sort of scruffy and not quite his put together self, but sort of looked at you all confused, and then after a sort of moment's recognition, like a smile sort of brightens his face, like, it's you lot with the. You were very drunk last night. You were telling me a story about a dragon. Have you taken me up on my offer? Have you come to tell me your story so I can make it into a song?
You know what?
Later.
We might have to, put a bit of a hold on that one. We just have a couple of questions to ask. There's been an incident at the inn, and we would just like to know.
Is everyone all right? Is Lena okay?
Lena's fine. She's a bit shaken up, but it seems Bally has died, has been murdered,
Bum bum bum.
bludgeoned. Does this guy look like the kind of guy who could bludgeon a guy to death? Like, is he a buff dude or is he kind of skinny?
He's a weedy bard. Weedy little bard man.
Yeah, he doesn't look like overly strong, but passion can do things to people. Give them strength that they wouldn't otherwise have potentially.
Ambiguity. I love it.
Absolutely.
While Stix is being like, he's bludgeoned and his face is blur.
Yeah. So you see.
Can
Caleb,
I have a look at Caleb's face?
You got beat to death. You got beat to death with the flagon.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Insight. Fuck.
You see a range of emotions cross his face, but you are unable to determine any of them.
Excellent. He is emotional.
As all great bards are.
All welcome.
Could I also do an insight check?
You can. My
Thank
leader, Clary, steps up to the plate. Fuck me. So we see it from Arwen's perspective first. Arwen's thing is like that meme of the woman with the calculations extra, and she's just like, what? Whereas Clary's is like when you see something like in Sherlock, and it's just like all the tiny little things around his head of all the tiny little clues.
That didn't fucking RoboCop, and it's like all the things that highlight on his face.
Yeah, frown.
Slight twitch of brow, slight shake of the thing.
Slight uplift to the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Caleb. Caleb is not upset by this news. He tries to hide it, very successfully from one of you, very poorly from another one. But yeah, he tries to hide it, but he's secretly pleased by this turn of events.
Oh well, that's not surprising.
He did not personally care for Bally or know him in a friendly capacity other than the local bartender for him.
Okay.
He does seem surprised by this news, Klari.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, don't think it was
So
him
he's
then.
surprised, but but it's not like a sadness. It's more just like a, oh shit, that happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it was him then.
no.
I think we're done here. Right.
We're done. No.
Just going to let you know.
Klari, what do you think? He's innocent. Okay, that's enough for me.
It's like, Bally's been murdered. And Clary's just like, no, it's not him.
The mind reader strikes again.
What's the next one?
It's like
Oh,
Daredevil.
man.
Yeah, I can hear, it's like Daredevil. She can hear the heartbeat at this point.
If we had Piper here, he had detect thoughts, which I never used once.
Oh, it would be so helpful.
It would be
What
so.
a shame.
Why did I not? The funny thing is, originally I was going to have Piper come and get Hugo, and then I decided no, I wanted to play the guy that swings around a sword and is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and then I threw a nice combat at you, and you guys were like, no, yeah, whip the horses. We're going to run away from it.
Well,
I had other things to do.
okay, so obviously getting a read on this, I'll sort of like look to Clary.
I mean, you have no idea. You just
Yeah, no.
but-
No, but obviously, like, talking about this kind of stuff, I'll make a sort of glance over to Clary, and almost like expect some kind of like nod or frown or something to ascertain this guy somewhat cool, maybe, you'll sort of read. And after determining such a thing, I then say, okay, well, Caleb, the thing we would like to know what you know about Damien, and also about Molly. She has gone missing overnight, and obviously being Bally's wife, we'd quite like to know where she's gone.
Well, I don't know. Don't know anything about. I don't know anything about Molly. Bally was a prick.
Well, yeah, we surmised as much. Obviously, cheating on Molly with.
Well, to speak ill of the dead and shit, but fuck that guy. At least.
Why do you say he was a dick?
Well, Lena said he was, mean, and she was like scared of him. So that was the only reason that she was like with him. Apparently, he was like scary and used to get angry.
Used to get angry.
Anyway, that's just what Lena said.
And your relationship with Lena, how would you describe it?
I mean, we were good friends. We were close. We spent the night together last night.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I only just got in this morning. We were together last night.
You only just got in this morning.
Yeah, I only just got home. Like about, maybe sort of like 10 minutes before you guys came around.
We're at Caleb's house.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
I thought we were really sorry. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. But did you, or did you just sleep?
It's a bit personal.
I don't care. Did you do it?
I'm not telling you. It's not between me.
Zone of truth him.
I tried this.
Pardon?
Zone of truth.
I don't think it really matters if they slept together or not.
I
It does.
think it does though, because if they have slept together, that means that she's not, like officially not with Bally anymore.
She said that they didn't.
Two people, why can't she be sleeping with two people?
Because I'm hoping there's some decency
I'm
left in
more
Kavran.
intrigued by the fact that he's saying that Lena says that Bally was aggressive.
Yeah.
And that, like, because she didn't mention that. And she was acting as if she was, like,
Yeah.
and he says,
Oh!
Oh, it's frozen again.
Knuckles are grazed.
You're fine. We could still hear you.
Oh, good.
Why? If anyone found his knuckles
Frozen again.
kind of fight.
So do you want to go and make another medicine check on the body?
Oh,
Oh, this is getting irritating. Is it back? Is it fixed?
Yeah. Sort
No.
of.
Am I a robot?
Yes.
okay.
Excellent.
No. You're good now.
Okay.
You're good.
Do you want to go and make another medicine check to see if you can see defensive wounds and so forth? Is that what you were asking about?
Yeah. Do we remember seeing any of that stuff when looking at the body initially, or would this be a thing we would have to go back and look for?
This is like a more specific, full examination before you got
Okay.
distracted and teleported out the window.
Okay, so I think yes. We still don't know where Molly is.
Some of you could go look for Molly, and some of you could go.
I still have a few questions for Caleb.
Okay, if you still have a few questions for Caleb, you go back. No, you stay here and just see if there was anything of a fight. Because maybe if he's saying that he was aggressive, maybe this is a case where he was being quite aggressive and things just got out of hand. Maybe Dane.
You guys have a chat amongst yourselves. I'm just going to try and drop the call and start it again, see if that fixes things.
Mhm.
A brief intermission.
Deception isn't just deception. It's like deception, and then it's like lying, and then it's got like sub
That
things
sounds
of
weird.
deception, and like insight. Is like detecting lies, thinking ahead, kind of thing.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but you said talk for a few minutes.